Introducing Umbra, designed for mesh networks and brought to you by Umbrella Mesh Network. Featuring UmbraAlarm, an app with interactive control and programming. The UmbraAlarm app will be available for both Android from the Play Store and iOS from the App Store. It is to be used with any Umbra alarm panels and devices. It features a variety of controls and functions beneficial to both user and installer. UmbraAlarm app login page. The client can create a login for their device, and the installer can create a login for their own device for programming. The client can save their password, auto login, and also has an option for password recovery. UmbraAlarm app device list. The client can add multiple alarm panels to the device list. The technician installer can be allowed access to any of these panels by sharing access to the panel. The client can share with up to 10 other logins and set full access for full programming or restricted access for arm or disarm. The client can also shortcut from this menu to arm or disarm one or multiple alarm panels that are either their own or that have been shared with them by family or friends. As you can see here, the Jones home is disarmed, the Smith casita is armed to home, and the Smith cabin is armed to away. Initially, the Jones home panel was learned into this client's device list. The Smith family learned in their own device on their own app and then shared it with the Jones family. The Jones family has access to be able to arm or disarm the Smith casita and the Smith cabin. UmbraAlarm app main menu. The client has a restricted login as master and can access basic programming using their master code. The technician or installer with client permission has access to the same menu but can unlock full programming features with an installer code. The grayed out areas are the areas that require a code to proceed. UmbraAlarm app main menu. The technician or installer with the client's permission can now fully program the system for initial setup or remotely troubleshoot without a return visit to the property. The installer code can be set individually for each client for added security. The programming options from this menu are add and remove remote key fob or keypad, add or remove proximity tags, add or remove wireless devices, view alarm history or view full history. UmbraAlarm zone monitoring. The app has a zone monitoring feature that allows the status of the zones to be viewed remotely for tamper, open zone, closed zone, low battery, or unused zone. UmbraAlarm remote programming. The remaining remote programming can be accessed from the device settings menu, which gives access to device info for changing device name or checking the firmware, time settings for setting the time region, alarm settings for general alarm settings such as entry delay, exit delay, etc., password settings for changing the installer code when logged in as installer, sound settings for the siren, chime, and audio options, RFID settings to program the proximity tag functions for arm, disarm, or arm and disarm, zone settings to be set between wired or wireless, test timer, set time of day or frequency of communications test, test communication, this initiates a manual communications test. UmbraAlarm smart sockets. The app has the ability to add smart sockets that can be set to trigger on a timer, on an alarm trigger, when the system is armed away, when the system is armed home, when the system is disarmed. UmbraAlarm installer info. The app also has an editable info page where the installer can add company name, company phone number, company email, company website, or any comments that are specific to that installation. UmbraAlarm alarm notification. When an alarm event triggers, as well as sending contact ID communication through the mesh network to the central station, the client can set up and receive an alarm notification. They can then decide what they would like to do. They can check the alarm or silence the alarm. UmbraAlarm video verification coming soon. In addition to the zone programming in the app, there will be an option to add a camera for video verification. Once the camera is linked, an alarm event will give the client the option to view the linked camera to be able to verify the alarm. UmbraAlarm Alarm Verification. When an alarm event triggers the panel, whichever camera is linked to that zone will appear in the notification on the client's app. The client will then be able to ignore, view the event, or view the linked camera to verify. A full programming guide and product information is available from the Umbrella Mesh Network. For more info, call us at 855-602-5276 or email us at ben@umbrellaMeshNetwork.com. Thank you.